Welcome back, crew, to Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature, typically down at Haulover Inlet, but today we are visiting Boca, and man, when you see a Freeman rocking and rolling like this, you know it's going to be one heck of a day down here at the inlet. But it will be interesting to see how our captains fare as they step in the ring and try and do battle with Mother Nature, but let's go ahead and get our competition started as we'll move into the first round of the contest where we're going to have a Jupiter stepping in the ring to attempt to do battle with Boca. And here we go, our crew is coming out slow and they stuff it up front. They hit the first big wave, stuff it, and here comes the even bigger stuffing at the end. And our crew is just taking it entirely too easy. They probably need just a little more throttle to get this boat barely up on plane to try and get the bow up and help the boat do its thing and slice through these waves. But unfortunately, this crew is going to decide to go ahead and take that slow roll approach. They wind up with a couple stuffings here at Boca, and unfortunately, they're going to wind up taking a loss for the boats here in the first round. And this will bring us to the second round of our competition where we're going to feature a contender trying to do battle with Boca. And here we go, our crew's working their way out. It is a rough day down here, but the crew's got a pretty solid pace. Cap's trying to keep the boat moving just enough to keep the bow high to try and prevent them from stuffing any waves. Barely up on plane, not quite at a true planing speed, but just enough for the boat to be able to do the job to slice through these waves and try and make it out safely. The crew's taking a cautious approach, but I won't call it quite the slow roll approach we saw in the first round, and our crew's not going to have any issues. They're going to make it out past the rollers and take a win for the boats in the second round. And this will bring us to the third round of our competition where we're going to feature an Intrepid stepping in the ring to do battle with Boca, and our captain's one of those full send guys. He's got the throttle pinned and he's just going to try and sling it right out the inlet. He does have to back off the throttle here a little bit as they hit the rollers, but that's to be expected. I mean, it's a super rough day down here at Boca. Nobody's actually going to just send it out. And our captain winds up getting back on the throttle once he clears the rollers. They were close to stuffing it on that last big wave they hit coming out, but I think they're good, and our crew's going to take a win for the boat. And that's going to bring us to the fourth round of our contest with the boats up 2-1, and we're going to send a formula into the ring to see how they fare down at Boca. This crew stuffs it. That was a light stuffing, but it was a stuffing nonetheless. They're at a major disadvantage. People in the bows gonna make it tough for this captain really to get the boat going in the direction and the speed he wants to, especially on a day that's this rough. And to be honest, on a day like today, this is pretty dangerous. One solid wave over the bow, and a couple of these guys could wind up in the water. But unfortunately, this crew stuffed it early. Even though it was a light stuffing, it's still a stuffing, and they take a loss for the boats. And that will bring us to the fifth and final round of our contest. Tied at 2 apiece. Who will take the win? Will it be the boats or Boca? And here we go, another Intrepid stepping in the ring. And Cap is working his way out. They've got this boat moving at a pretty solid pace, actually. Once again, not full send. You're not doing that today. You're just trying to find that right pace where you're going to keep the bow up high enough to let the boat do its thing. And Cap seems to have found it. They take a couple big shots here at the end, but overall, Wifey's able to hold on to her drink, we look good, and our boat's going to take the win, and the boats will take the win in this episode. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Boats vs. Haulover. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at the inlet. My channel, Broncos Guru, does some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we've got Miami Boat Ramps that features all the hilarity that happens at the boat ramps in South Florida. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.